Nice. So where are we?
You are at the Digital Fabrication Lab.
And what are you doing?
I am photographing my model for my portfolio today.
Nice. So your portfolio, what are you studying?
I am in my final year of Bachelor of Architecture Studies here at UNSW.
How cool. So can you give us a bit of a tour?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with our collaborative robotics lab. Hello, Rick.
Hey!
Rick is a lab coordinator and no one better to talk us through the space.
Yeah, so I'm just here doing some 3D printing on our collaborative robot.
So what's that?
The collaborative robot is a piece of advanced fabrication equipment. It can be controlled and moved freely, and we can make it do all kinds of things. This one's set up for 3D printing, but we do drawing, foam cutting, and all kinds of experimental work. And what makes them collaborative is that they're safe enough and smart enough that students can program them and use them themselves.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
Let me show you another prototype of our amazing robot right here. And this is the hot wire foam cutter. This is what students use to get a brief idea of what their design is going to look like in terms of a model. We've got some prototypes here. This is what they use for experimenting.
So wait, that wire there has cut through the foam to make the shape?
Yes, so this wire here, the way this one works is the wire starts getting heated up and cuts through the foam smoothly.
Nice. Okay, so this is your model?
That's my model right here.
And why did you choose to study architecture?
For me, architecture has always been about creating aesthetic and functional spaces with the perfect blend of art and science together. And I think UNSW just beautifully draws that out. And this is a 24/7 workspace. This is what students use to design and create their models.
Cool. So do you have to be really artistic or a good drawer to be an architect?
That's a common misconception about architecture. Students don't have to be good at drawing. In fact, that's a part of their course about learning the design techniques, drawing conventions, software skills, everything you need to know in your process of becoming an architect.
Okay, so what are you doing now? What's this area?
This is a place where students photograph their models to put on their portfolio for the industry. And this is where we play with light, have an amazing white background, keep our main focus on the models.
And so tell me a bit about your model. What did you make?
So this is my grad studio project. During our grad studio, this was our final studio of our degree, is where we get to choose between urban and regional projects. And this is an urban project. This is the model of a library in Rose Hill.
And so talk to me a bit about the course specifically, like the first year, the second year, what you do, the spaces you work in.
Yeah, sure. Let me walk you through our lab workshop space and talk you through our degree.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Here at UNSW, the lab spaces, we've got emphasis on safety and precautions. And this is our wood workshop, wherein we done our inductions about teaching students how to use different machines in order to work with wood. We've got some working models right here, wherein we cut through the wood, start sanding them, nail them together. And we've got, these are a couple of sanding machines right here for different ways of sanding them. We've got a circular sanding or disc. And in terms of how our degree progress is, during our first year is where students are taught about the very basics of their time during architecture, using softwares, learning about building, sustainability, giving them a free hand in terms of designing. And in terms of 3D printing, this is a 3D printing lab, and this is where students get to visualize their models on a much broader aspect. The way this works is you send in your 3D files, you run through a step-by-step process of how do you do that. The files come in, you get to choose the scale of your model, run it through a different machine, and then it starts doing the job for you. We've got one in process right here.
That's so cool. Well, thank you so much for the tour. This has been so interesting. We'll show ourselves out.
That's great. I'm glad I could show you around. Thank you.
Bye.